Yeah, great. So, welcome back in Waterdeep Dragon Heist. And we kind of left off last week on a cliffhanger. Not really a cliffhanger, but halfway through story. Who wants to do a small recap?
Yeah, we got up with Andre, who pulled some strings so the construction on our inn could continue. And well, after a short explanation of what we went through and what he went through, he mentioned that he might have a job for us, or we were invited to his guildmaster's place. It was the guildmaster, right? Of your
Yeah.
yeah.
Lord.
Yeah, on its ship. Um, and well, we kind of jumped at the opportunity, especially because there was free food. Um,
Yeah.
and now I forgot
The Eye Catcher was the name, I think.
the eye catcher. Yeah, that was it.
And his name was
Yep.
Zandor Sword.
Saros. Saros. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sarod Sword.
And,
Yep.
well, he was quite the character. A lot of hoo-ha, but what it came down for was that he wanted us to do a small task just to get connected to each other and earn each other's respect and earn each other's trust. And we needed to steal a handkerchief, a someone at the casino. And it was quite a fancy casino, so we got some money for some fancy clothes, and we went up all dressed up into the casino. Um, we lost some money. Some of us won some money. And we were able, through some sleight of hand and some loud and obnoxious distractions, were able to
Yeah.
get the handkerchief.
I think we
And
got
we
to the
were
realization that we were not as well oiled a machine as we could have been.
no, our wizard was already full in disguise and ready to charm the boots out of our target, but we just kind of sit next to him and there it is. Instead of an all elaborate thing.
Yeah, we actually have a
Sometimes.
thief in our midst, so let's use
Yeah,
him.
exactly.
Why overcomplicate things?
Yeah, right. Um, yeah, and I think we were supposed to bring it to a girl at the docks, beggar girl or some
Yeah.
street urchin that.
Yeah.
So that was what we were gonna do because I think we ended directly after after we left the casino.
Yeah, so correct. Yeah, so you're now in the position of the handkerchief that you have to deliver at Sukuro. And for your information, by the way, I added some places to the map, so it's more clear where everything was. So in the south, if you watch this, you see the Sea Maidens Fair. That's where the ships of Zaral Sot were docked, except for his main ship, which is somewhere in the harbor. And I added also the Hung Beholder, where your Manticore, I think, is being uh, stopped. And if you go a bit more to the north, or actually to the south, you actually have I added the Briar Bakery for your information. That's where your parents' bakery is, is in the southern ward. Um, but that's probably only you would know where that is. And if you go to the northward, you actually see the gentle mermaid sitting there in the middle of the page.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is where you actually have stolen the handkerchief of what's his name, Ragnet Ankatra. And to the north is actually where your parents' bakery is shown in the
Sorry.
seawards,
Okay.
the dough
Oh,
bakery.
that's far north.
Yeah, it's very north. It's a very nice area of Waterdeep. Not too fancy, but also pretty decent bakery. So yeah.
I just noticed that the gate north of the bakery is called Troll Gate. It's like Trollskull Manor and Trollskull Street. Is that like significant to Waterdavians?
Yeah, so they have a national holiday called Trolltide. I think that's a bit further in the year, near summer or something. But it's like Halloween. But there's some history of trolls there. But to be honest, I have to roll a history check to see
Okay.
what I know about that.
There's also east of our lovely new house. There's also the Troll March Street along the wall.
Yeah, there's like a lot of troll things. So
Yep.
And Troll
Yeah.
Kill Street.
like Trollskull sounded really aggressive, but apparently it's like a theme.
It's theme.
Yeah, but still, you're free to rename.
There's
your-
also a
your-
Troll Kill Street.
Yeah, just north of.
Yeah, I mean,
lot of troll stuff. But with that out of the way, you're now it's still actually you were there pretty in the early afternoon, so you stayed for a while to really woo Ragnet, and because the casino was empty when you arrived, but now it's later in the evening, and but not dark yet because it's getting to summer, but it's like 6 a.m. p.m. So yeah. What do you want to do?
Well,
If we're going down to the south ward or the dog ward, I would like to get into some proper clothes.
oh, definitely. I think if we walk up there in this attire, we'll be relieved of everything we own before we get there.
yeah, maybe we can quick stop at Trollskull Alley and
Yeah.
Weird without my armor.
Put
Yeah,
on
it's
some
not too
normal
far away.
clothes.
yeah, I'd like to have my my weapons when we're going to the Dutch.
Yeah, no problem. Trollskull Alley is actually pretty close by where you are now.
Yeah.
So it's a couple of minute walk. And, no problem. You change, say back. You probably leave your clothes. There's still construction going on in your house continuously. So you're seeing like it looks a bit scary because all the paneling at the outside is getting removed, all the woodwork, and it's like, oh man, that's they're really stripping the place, but. Yeah, you changed no problem, and you know Trollskull Alley. You what do you want to do?
Yeah, just get gear, change into normal clothes.
Are we going to just give this handkerchief to the girl? Do we trust it enough that we won't somehow cause horrible harm?
No, can't be that bad.
Okay.
You'll be fine.
Hey,
So,
just
handkerchief and-
sword. Enough that he's not. He's up to something, obviously, but I don't think anything major.
Well, you know him best, so I trust you on that one. Well, Oh.
Nothing else. We're 4 witnesses. Should anything.
is there anything I can make out about the handkerchief, or is it just a wet, sweaty handkerchief?
And it's not too sweaty. It's you can roll an investigation check if you want, just to re.
Investigating the
Okay.
handkerchief.
Yeah.
12.
It's you see the monograms in there, the RA of Ragnet and Katra. It's very nice. it's the fanciest handkerchief you've ever seen. It's probably more expensive than the clothes you were wearing a minute ago, but it's very fine silk. You wonder what the absorption rate of silk is actually, why you actually would keep an handkerchief like this, but it's very pretty and yeah, useful, like beautiful, but nothing really you can attain, like there's no magical glow or something from it, or something or in hidden pockets.
Hidden pocket on a handkerchief. That would be something
I
special.
mean, you're investigating.
It's a
You will as well.
handkerchief of holding.
Have you seen the magicians where like there's nothing here and they're like, boom, there's a vision? No.
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
not
it's it could be a magical handkerchief that folds out to be a whole tent. You never know.
You can detect magic on it if you want to see if there's anything glowing.
I have detect magic up.
I
at
don't
all
think we
times,
can.
so-
Don't think we can. Oh, you have it.
So you have to detect magic up all times, but you have to cast it, right? So there's like or it's like on, or do you have to do like a vocal somatic component of that?
Let's see. It's
Because I'm wondering, because for example, if you go to
yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
if you're in a casino and you're doing this all the time,
You're
I mean,
casting
I'm
spells.
yeah, no. That's true. No. But if
you're in a dungeon, if you're investigating in a dungeon, I
Yeah,
understand.
yeah,
So
yeah.
understand, yeah. So, but you don't see any magical glow going from the handkerchief. It's pretty mundane, except for it's
Spending way
ridiculously
too much
expensive.
time investigating a handkerchief.
It's like the chair from Critical Role, right? Because what's wrong with it?
Oh yeah, that's brilliant. So we're just gonna. Do we know where this go is?
Yeah, they said
Different directions.
Yes.
Yeah.
On the corner of.
Dock Street and the next street. So it's in the. If you go to the south of the map, it's here.
Yeah, the Skewer
The
Dragon.
southeast of Skewer Dragon. Southwest of Skewer Dragon.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll drop it off then.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're using carriage transportation again.
Yeah.
No, it's just
Silver gone.
Yeah.
2 silver.
2 silver per.
Upper
round.
middle class now. Walking is beneath us now.
I do like this that I don't have to walk anymore.
You still have to, it's like these services. If you don't get like the personal carriage, and it's still like bus stops. It's probably at the bigger junctions, but it's not. Still, it saves you a lot of time.
I never used
And they're good.
the coaches before. I mean, it's nice this new business we set up.
Definitely is a complaint.
Yeah. So. Yeah, go ahead.
If we have the time, I don't know how this whole handing over the handkerchief is gonna work. Do you wanna pop in at Skewered Dragon for a short?
Are you still trying to get into some fights
Still itching
there?
for a fight.
Yeah, I'm just intrigued by this underground scene. I've heard some fellows talk about it. The Triumph. And,
Well, I'm rather curious. Maybe I'll place a couple bets on you. We can make some extra money.
yeah, that might be an option.
Well,
Our ability to renovate the house will only depend on you actually winning the fight.
On me winning. Well, that's a sure bet, so it'll be good.
that sounds wonderful. Yeah, sure. You can pass by the Skewer Dragon. It's nearby.
Good. This handkerchief thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, we were just supposed to give it to her, right? We were not. Or did we have to inform him before we were doing that? I don't think so.
No, I think we
No,
just need to hand it
the
over.
idea was just to drop it off and she would inform him.
So we'll do that and then drop by the Skewer Dragon, or in the other way around.
And I believe we negotiated that we would be at the handout when he shows the handkerchief to the fellow.
Right, that's true.
Just to see that it's just a little ghost and nothing else.
So maybe we should drop by his boat. Or unless any of you can send him a message.
I can send a runner with a note to him.
Yeah, that will work.
Paper bird.
I'll we'll make it to the end of the stagecoach. I'll flag down a random kid. So, kid, take this to the eye catcher, the harbor. I'll give you 2 copper now, and once you come back, I'll give you 2 more.
Thank you, sir. You'll be here then?
I'll be at the Skewered Dragon.
Good, right? I'm not allowed to enter there for my mom, but yeah, I'll knock on the door.
Oh, just tell one of the guys coming in and out.
What's your name, sir?
Sure you get your coin. Andre, Goldie.
Andre. Okay, Mr. Goldie. I'll do it. Post haste. And he's off. What did you write, by the way? Can you put it in a message somewhere?
Oh yeah, put it in text.
Or just say me as okay as well.
Yeah, no, just updates on our mission. The package has been delivered. Awaiting time for rendezvous. I'm gonna make it sound very.
Oh, you already sent a message that you delivered the package. Interesting.
It's been acquired, not delivered.
Oh, okay.
I think, yeah.
Package will be delivered.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, come back, kids. Come back.
Hold
Will
on.
be. Oh yeah.
Then we're going to the Skewered Dragon, I guess. Time for a drink. Never too early for a drink.
But okay, but you're going to the girl first or the Skewered Dragon? What do you...
I'd say do the girl first.
Oh, okay, we're handing it off. Very
Yeah,
well.
get the obvious business done, and then I'm not.
All right.
Yeah.
So you walk to the corner of Dock Street and Net Street where the girl's supposed to live, and actually you see from a distance, you're getting closer. You see this box, this crate, and there's this 9-10-year-old girl sitting on top of it, and she is a tiefling, and she is blind. She's totally like there is no eyes there. It's like either magically removed or she was born without eyes. You don't know, but
Like no socket at all, just like a complete.
oh, complete. Yeah. So like the horns are a bit already a bit growing out of the place where her eyes are. And did I have an image of that, by the way? Maybe. Did I?
Just needs a couple of palms with hands on, with eyes on it. Like the horns coming out of her eye socket, and she needs eyes on her hands. Like
Yeah.
See.
That's Labyrinth.
I don't thought I had an image of it, but there's not.
I don't know there.
But you come by, and she's actually there's 2 like some sailor women standing to her next to her, like, and she says, "Well," you hear her say, "you should have said it about him, because she does seem to please that girl over there." And the woman says, "You brazen little urchin!" And she swings her ham-fisted claw and knocks the poor orphan off her crate. And the other girl that she pointed out starts coming also to the rescue of her, and there's this brawl going on. They're fighting, and she's trying to slap her down. What do you do?
Who do you think is gonna win? Are we betting? Or are we helping?
Oh,
just gonna take my bow, and I'm gonna shoot an arrow at a box or a barrel or something right next to them.
Okay, roll for initiative then.
Guess we're helping.
Yep. Let's see. Let's put your first on the map. Which...
Yeah. Initiative.
Was this the map? No, this is not the map. Where is it? Give me a sec. Oh yeah, this is the map. And I have to place you guys on here. Where's your tokens? Let's do it like this. Remember the last map list that we used. Copy you from there.
Do we see the map? We see
Uh,
the right one?
Give me a second.
Crossroads. When we put on our own tokens on.
Still on an empty
Oh, can you
sheet.
put your own tokens on it? Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
We're
please,
on the,
Yeah. So you're coming from probably the north, I would guess, because you're seeing. So you're probably around here somewhere, and what you see is this. There's just Advertence is her name, the girl, and she is now. Margot was the one hitting her, and the other woman, Amy, was helping a bit. And
We don't see the name, so we don't know who's who.
oh,
You don't see the combat tracker yet. Later.
give me the tracker. Let's clear those out. Alterance clear.
Just removed us again.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I removed all of you.
Well, my first roll was a 10. So...
Oh, actually, that combat tracker also doesn't have names on it.
Oh, you don't see names?
I see names of our group, but not of NPCs on the combat tracker.
Nor their actual initiative.
And now?
Now we do.
Margot.
Interesting. Okay, I have to explicitly say C. Okay.
Yeah, I think you can hide them so we don't know who's there unless
Alright.
we should.
And
And we have to re-roll initiative and then change it, I guess. Well, there we go. Yeah.
yeah.
We can see all your rules though. So
Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. That out of the way. So let's see here. Short descending. So Andre, you. So did you? Hey, I didn't still see your name, Thalius. That's interesting.
you know, yeah, that's a good point. My token doesn't have a name.
No, it does.
You can give it a name.
And it doesn't have hit points as well. Okay.
Yeah, it might be because I dragged it from the wrong place. Normally you drag it from your
Uh,
character sheet, right, or not?
Yeah,
No,
maybe
your
I.
journal.
Yeah.
journal.
Never mind, it's there.
Oh, okay. Maybe I did it the wrong way. I don't know.
Never mind. So Thalius. So actually, Andre was first, and he shot. Let's put it that he acted first, right? So you shot an arrow. Where did you point it, Andre?
No, just at any box close to the girl, far enough away that there was no risk of hitting anyone, but
Huh?
close enough so they could hear it and see the thing just going in the wood next to them.
Okay. So
Step
is that like
away from the girl.
this arrows hitting? Like everybody looked up, step away from the girl. What are you? what are you interrupting me for? Margot goes and she actually. Well, it's not her turn yet, so. Well, actually, it's a turn, and she hits the girl again down to the floor. So that's so she does. Let's see. She just uses her fist, so it's I think it's just a strength. How do you roll? It's your 1 plus your modifier, right?
A fist attack?
Fist attack, yeah. She doesn't use your weapon on the girl. Fist attack,
Strength,
plus
yeah.
strength,
strength modifier.
Strength plus proficiency, yeah. To add. And the damage is
That's okay.
strength plus 1.
strength.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, she hits the girl pretty hard. So yeah, she goes like she's bleeding out of her nose, and yeah, Sean, what do you do? Well, actually, she's cures into her. She's still there, but she's not doesn't run away.
Then I'll get into the range of the thing. Let me check here. First time I'm gonna use it. I'm just gonna walk up over here and throw my net at her, at Margot.
Yeah.
So I just want an attack roll about some delay in it.
Nice.
To 9.
Yeah, you throw the nets, but she sees it coming and she ducks out of the way. So it hits her, but it slides off her. No problem.
You have to roll with disadvantage as well because you're more than 5 feet away.
Oh, then I would have stand there. Sorry. Yeah.
But
And
still,
then you have disadvantage because you're in melee. Nets are weird.
nets are always disadvantage.
Then that's
Unless you
all.
have sharpshooter, yes.
Alright, I'm never using a net again. Perfect.
Yeah, but it's really stupid because it
Yeah.
has 5 feet, and
Yeah.
meaning you have to be in melee.
Oh,
Or you
is,
need sharpshooter, or else you always have
Oh,
disadvantage
Oh,
for the net.
advantage. Yeah. Plus, why is it only 5 feet? Because you can throw a net 10 feet.
yeah, but do you have to make a ranged attack or can you make a melee?
It is a
attack?
ranged weapon.
It's a
yes.
ranged attack, yeah.
That's just the weirdest thing ever.
And then it's a strength check to get out.
No. Yeah, it's just weird that you always get disadvantage throwing that because it's not even
Yeah.
that good.
No,
No.
but
Well,
it
it
does.
just- I mean, I was a gladiator, so I thought, well, I need to have a net.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
And to be
Trident
honest,
and a net.
well, you seem to have more luck when your enemy has this panzer on with these things sticking out where you can actually get caught. But this is just like a normal woman. She's just hitting a girl. Well, not just, but she's hitting her. She's like, what? Like, get out of me. That's your turn, Sean.
Yeah, and that's my turn.
And you see the other woman is like, don't you hit her? And she pushes Margot away. It's shove attack or something, right? Or how does it work? I should have looked it up. But,
Yeah.
Shove.
Yeah,
I think
sure.
they shove it.
a contested strength check, I think.
Yeah.
Shoving a creature
So-
using attack action.
So she shoves an 11, and the other one has to make a check. Let's do the same. Yeah, 6 though. So no, she falls prone on the ground. There she is. Hey, wonder if it's the
How
other
it would
inches.
be a normal roll. No, wait, it would be still be a disadvantage.
Mm.
It's weird. I don't see my icons anymore. I
I saw you put a dot on it.
Oh, I cannot see that one. Maybe there's something wrong.
No, it's gone again, but
No, I put purple on it.
Yeah.
That's- I can see that one, but the other ones I can't. That's weird. Let's. Sorry, I have to reload the page for a second to see if.
meanwhile I could read up on my grappling and shoving combat, because that's a part of the Player's Handbook. I actually don't know the rules.
But maybe a
Alright.
suggestion to the DM.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't played a lot of games where people insisted on using nets, but I did have a one shot where they used a net, and I set it to 10, 15 instead of 5 because I find it stupid that outside of sharpshooter feet, there's no way to make a normal attack with a net.
That sounds good. But
Yeah,
yeah, you
that's
just
of course up to
give
you.
me slack me what you did exactly, but it makes sense to not have a disadvantage. Prone, what's the prone symbol?
Yeah.
Say this one. Oh no, wait, it's probably this one.
You could make an improvised attack with it.
Do you hear music now?
We hear music, yeah.
Oh, no, oh, never mind. Something's going on with the server or rules connection. So she falls prone to the ground, and so that was Amy's turn. Thalys, what do you do?
So just to get it clear, Amy is fighting Margot, and Margot is fighting the tiefling girl.
Yeah, Margot is attacking the tiefling, and Amy is helping the tiefling. So she's doing.
I'm just gonna move over and grapple Amy. No, actually, no, I'm gonna try to grapple Margot. Now that she's lying on the floor, trying to pin her down.
Sure, go for it.
Which is athletics, I think. Yeah, strength athletics.
Yeah.
Just +0, so straight roll. And she also gets the grapple. Or contested, I think, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Let's give me a sec. This is a contest strength, right?
Yeah.
16. So,
Needs
So
it,
she
beats
makes it, right?
so, yeah.
yeah,
So I can't
So
restrain her.
she's pissed off at this girl. But she is also calming, so she's seeing like, okay, this is interesting.
And I'll say, stop this.
Okay. Andre, what do you do?
I notch another arrow and goes, last fucking chance. Leave the girl alone. And I ready my action. If she stands back up to hit the girl again, I'm gonna shoot her in the leg. I'm gonna go for non-lethal damage.
Okay.
Definitely is an order.
Leads out, dies.
Move up a bit.
I mean, street brawl got shot in the leg by a bow. Doesn't sound like street brawl anymore.
Oh. And Margot is, she senses like, okay, she's calming down a bit. Her first reaction to hit the girl, and she crawls away and, well, you can make an attack of opportunity you want, but she's like, whatever, leave me alone. And she crawls away and stands up and runs away if you don't do anything. So makes it to
her
here.
with my bow. I don't fire. But straight
Not
away.
gonna do anything.
Advertence stays in her box and whimpering a bit. And Sean, what do you want to do?
I'll walk up and just. You all right?
Yeah, so you can. We're at this point out of combat, and
go and pick up the arrow that I shot into the barrel.
Well. Yeah, and see Margot running away, and while you're running away out of the other street, sec. Comes Officer, he is the Staggett, running with his crew of City Watch. 1, 2, 1, 2, and he's charging into the scene, and you recognize him from your adventure at the Centrum hideout.
He was
he says,
Captain, right?
Captain, yeah, sorry, Captain Staggett. And he's like, oh, and he sees you as like, you again.
Evening, Captain.
Okay.
Why do I always see you when there's trouble? What is going on here?
There's no trouble.
One time's a coincidence. 2 times there's a pattern here. What's going on? And Margot is already left at this point. She's run back to the doors.
We were just heading for the Screw Dragon for a drink, and we came across what appeared to be a slight argument, and well, there was a woman here that ran off here down to the south. She hit this poor girl, and we just intervened. Nobody got hurt, more than the girl herself.
What you see from your peripheral is that this Amy woman who was helping the girl first. Now, like she sees the city, she helped, but she sees the City Watch and she's slowly backing away. And actually, unless you do something, she's.
I'm gonna grab her hand and go, where do you think you're going? You're my alibi. I'm gonna say that loud enough so that everyone hears it.
Do make a perception check because she rolled stealth check to see if she could away. So make a roll perception check.
Perception.
Yeah, you see her running. Nice. Very good. Oh, Andre sees her going.
I don't notice, so I guess unless she rolled less than an 11.
No, I didn't see it. Oh, I rolled a 17, but
So I
Andre
don't
sees her leaving. But
Hey.
you.
So I don't.
She. Let's see if she. She bolts now.
So instead of grabbing her, I just say like they were fighting, and I sort of point where she was standing.
Yeah, she is. If you don't do it, so she is. She's running, like the wind's back.
She might have information. She ran right around that corner, right there.
And you see him dispatch 3 of his guards as they follow, get her. And 3 of the guards go in the same direction. So, a sec. So, they've gone. And
is the girl still crying? Or
yeah, the girl is there in the corner. It's like, and he looks like, "Are you okay? Are they hurting you?" She's like, "No. They're nice. They're fine. Thank you."
I go over to her and like comfort her. Are you okay? And while I'm doing that, I'm putting the handkerchief in her pocket.
Yeah. So make a sleight of hand check, actually. Nice. Awesome. And actually, at this point, Captain Staggett says, like, well, I don't know. Let's better not see you again, guys, so soon. Because 3rd time is a charm, as they say. But good day. And they actually go in the direction of where the other woman was going.
Captain, have a lovely day.
That's
Yes.
coincidence.
He's like the like the local cop for this area, right? So.
So let's go get us a drink. And I.
No, actually, so give me a second here. So the moment you put the handkerchief in the pocket, and even though she didn't see you doing it, you see like a couple of seconds to wait, and she say, "Thank you." And the moment you stand up and turn away, she says to you, and she points to the docks and pointing towards the ship of Sword. He says, "He's not what you think he is. The Dark Man lives out there."
The Dark Man.
And
Who
you,
is-
and the moment she said it, it's like she was like, the moment she noticed the handkerchief in your pocket and she saw, she didn't see you because she's blind, but you felt her stiffen and she say it, and now she's back, slumping and nursing the wound on her face that's bleeding.
The dark man.
The Dark Man will be right. Can I make a
Sorry,
check?
what? Sorry, what did you say?
No, it was the dark man.
The Dark Man, yeah. The Dark Man lives out there, and he's not what you think he is.
You mentioned the Dark Man girl.
Sorry, what did you say, sir?
You just said the Dark Man.
Did I? I don't know. I sometimes say things. People get angry at that sometimes. Like the women. I don't know what I said. And all of a sudden they hit me. I can't help it.
Are the things you say, are they things you can see?
Yeah, I see things. But then, I don't know what.
Oh, interesting. Maybe you're not as blind as you appear to be.
I see different than other people. I've
Have
been
you
blind
ever-
my entire life.
Have you ever seen things happen before they happened?
I don't know.
Alright.
I go up and I was like, "Thanks for helping."
And she takes it. And
I-
as you...
I
Hand her silver
And
before.
she feel her like she doesn't see it. She feels it like, "Thank you, sir," and she pockets it away somewhere.
Can I make a check if the Dark Man of is something I've heard before in stories or whatever?
Yeah, is that the darkness was mentioned by the monk, or was that the darkness or dark man? I don't remember.
The monk had it about talking about the darkness, like a dark evil presence, and she talks about the dark man,
Okay.
like the black man or the white man. But that's what she said, the dark man. And as you guys, like you just get the sense like she doesn't really know what she says. She just sees something and says it, and that's over. The moment you turn away and walk away, you hear her say, "You'll be in sight when it happens, but others will die. Too bad the woodman strayed from Gaunt." She stiffens up again when she says it, and it's like, and she starts playing with the silver Sean gave her.
You'll be inside.
Yeah.
But others will die.
You'll be in sight, but others will die. Too bad the woodman strayed from Gaunt. Gaunt.
I assume that's a place.
Yeah, you can make a.
Like it's a name or something.
You can make an intelligence check. Yeah. Yeah, with advantage. Everybody with that lives in Waterdeep can make a intelligence check. with
Advantage is good. 17 for
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
17, and Sean really knows it. And Andre, you've not, but what you probably know, but it's not active memory. There's a Temple of Gaunt in the city,
Ah,
which is a religion very focused on mechanics and artificery.
There,
so it's Gaunt as in the god Gaunt.
anything reacting to when I hear this?
No, there's nothing. No, nothing happening with you. Yeah, no, nothing. Yeah. Okay. So that's it. You gave her the handkerchief, and
It's
As we walk away, when the others have turned around the corner, I'm gonna like flip a copper at her head to see if she reacts at all. Like
Oh,
not
see
to
if
like
you-
really hurt her, but to see if I like
see if
can
she like snatches it from the air.
yeah, or she dodges it or flinches or
Nope. She like, ow, and she feels around and then sees the copper, picks it up.
I
Thank
don't know.
you.
Just gonna continue walking.
Good question mark.
And it hits her exactly the face where the wound was from. Like, oh,
your dick.
like,
I just wanted to
Like-
make sure she's like blind.
fucking copper. Oh man.
And
Yeah,
yes, I'm a dick.
Yeah.
It's with all these omens and predictions and
You know.
Wait, you mentioned something about the weird old monk on the mountain.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
had some. Oh, you
Similar.
weren't there, right? I think we told you about his prediction.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was talking about the darkness that was coming. That was the message we had to give to the Backstaff. I don't know.
It's reassuring.
Well, you know how these prophecies goes. I mean,
Yeah.
they're told today, and 200 years from now something happens. Well, maybe not, but you know, we'll see. I'll keep an eye out for anyone who might fit that description.
Now I definitely need a drink.
You know.
I mean, I kind of still hope to be alive in 200 years, so might be a problem anyway then. But
Well, yeah, you might be. It's unlikely I'll be.
mm,
You have plenty of time to leave before then.
true. Well, we'll see.
Keep forgetting that. Well, I always just think of elves when I think of long-living ones. And
Wow.
keep forgetting
Oh.
you're also a lot older than you seem.
Mm. Well,
Oh, he knows.
all right. Yeah, he knows. Sorry.
Oh.
You know, we worked a lot.
Sort of figured.
Yeah. You know, those long nights, at a certain point, you don't have anything else to discuss anymore. And then, you know,
Fair enough. Well, first round on me.
that sounds good.
I'll never say no to that.
Yeah, so you make your way to Stewart Reckon Inn. That's not far from where you're at, and it's getting a bit darker already. So probably by the time you got here, it's like 8 o'clock in the evening or 7, between 7 and 8. But yeah, it's a good time to hit.
At this
Hit
point,
the
I
bar.
also remember that we actually said a great evil, not a great darkness. So we're good. It's
Yeah.
not the same one.
Correct. I should have retconned. I don't know exactly what I said, but it was not the same indeed. Yeah.
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 Yeah, I had to flip through my notes for a while. But yeah,
Nice.
drinks and well, I assume you're not going into a bar fight, but let's see if we
Well,
can
just-
get you a job or a
Yeah,
match.
see if, the friendly fella that was such a open and friendly man is there.
Yeah, the whole bar is so open and friendly.
Yeah, that's.
Ah, don't complain about it. They have alcohol. That's all that matters.
If you call that alcohol.
Yeah.
I suggest if we're done, we start drinking somewhere else. But I just want to check this out.
Yeah, so you've come to the Stewart Dragon, and you remember this place, of course, from before your big adventure, before you became famous at your own house. But yeah, so the same dark dump of a place, actually. Actually, it's more patronage right now because it's not as late as night as last time you came here, and people are well, still very much drunk, hanging on tables, sitting in the bar, and it's yeah, it's pretty busy.
I'm gonna keep an extra eye on all of us, so we don't get robbed.
Yeah, that's a pretty good idea, probably, because these are the moment you walk in and you see it's busy, but everybody leers at you like as an opportunity, right? To see can we fetch something from this.
I
this-
move my the cape of my traveler's cloak a bit back so that one of the short swords is shown.
Yeah.
So people can. Well, I also carry a big ass longbow over one shoulder, but also show that I have something should they come a bit too close.
I'll probably do the same. Like one of the short swords that I normally have hidden, I just tie it around my waist as a normal hanging loose on my belt.
Barkeep, three ales, please.
Where else coming up? And he pours 3 ales for you, puts them on the bar, and
Look around
paid him.
for Carl was his name, I think, or something like that.
yeah, Carl. Yeah. And actually, you see Carl sitting in the same place. So the last time you saw him, he was on his own in the corner of the bar. And he's sitting there, and he's talking to some other guy. And he sees you like, "Hey, Sean, come." And
Or
Cross
grab my
over.
drink and go over.
hello, or are you guys drinking?
I think I'll let
What?
you and Grail with her.
Yeah,
I'll,
so
Stay at the main bar.
yeah, not agonize him anymore by bringing over more people.
and you see, hey, Sean, I almost forgot
Hey,
you
Carl.
for. I forgot about us, man.
Yeah, it's some
Yeah.
other business.
Please.
Hey, and may I introduce you and to Fossis? He's a friend of mine and maybe a friend of yours as well. Talking to him about you.
Precies.
And you see this like very fat and healthy guy, but he's tough looking. It's like you don't want to pick a fight with him, but he's like disgusting. Like clothes smell. Actually, the moment you stand there, you're like, holy shit, man! This is a beggar, but. And you see him looking you up and down, but his eyes are very sharp. He really like you're the gladiator looking for some extra cash. Interesting.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. And he puts his greasy paw out for you to. My name's Facis.
Nice to meet you, Sean.
He's sweaty and disgusting. But, yeah. So you're looking for some action on the side. Field of Triumph is a bit too fancy for your liking, or not?
Well, you know, there's timetables and there needs to be an event, and you know, sometimes you need money now, and not
Oh yeah.
whenever there's, you know, a job. So,
What's your skill? What do you do?
you know, close combat. I have my kind of put down my spur in front of me. With this,
Ah, nice.
and you know, some there's a bit more to it, but you know,
Huh? A spear.
Some trick.
Huh? It's very clean cuts with spear. Do you have something more grisly that like rakes somebody open where the blood pours out, or something a bit more, I don't know,
well, you know,
entertaining? Spear is
well,
okay as well.
like I said, I do have a little bit of. It's a bit of a magical spear, so it does other things.
Interesting. Yeah, I like it. Yeah. So you're interested in? So these two friends of yours, are they joining you? It's like you're looking for like a group on group action, or just 1v1, or just you,
Um,
or
Well, but actually, mind if I call them over?
yeah,
Didn't know
more
there
the merrier.
were group battles.
We so in the past the one-on-one was very exciting, but you see the trend is going that the more gory, the more blood is being spilled, people love it, and like what the hell's gonna happen next, man? Like yeah, I'm looking for that.
Android, Alias, come over. I'd like to meet someone.
All right.
Good
I walk
evening.
over.
This is Vosage.
Precies, yeah.
Precies.
It's like, you see it, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Precies, yeah. Yeah, and he shakes your hand. Precies. Nice to meet you, and looks you up and down as well. Like range combat. But do you also do a bit hand action, or are you staying in the corners all the time, Mr. Archer?
Then I pull out both short swords and I start like
Nice.
twirling them around. It's like, well, I do all right.
Oh, nice. And you?
For range, but should things come too close, I'll be all right.
I like that. First style. That's good. It's good.
I prefer
you,
betting
sir?
on fights over being in them.
All right. Well, you're welcome as well.
Sounds dangerous. Well, I know my friend here enjoys stepping into the arena and have people try to kill him. I think it's a dumb idea.
Well, you and me both, man. I'd rather be inside where we're making the money as well. Cool. So, well, let's say it this way. In 2 days' time, I will have my own little place where we do these underground matches. And if you're game, you're not undercover city guard or something, or city watch, right? Because then you have to tell me. No?
Well, do we really have to tell you that we're undercover city watch?
Yeah.
I mean, that
It's a
sounds
law-
like
it's
a
a law.
trap. Are you trying to trick me?
No, it's if you don't tell me, it's entrapment. You have to tell. Oh, okay. And he.
And
what rules is
and
that?
then I start laughing and just tap him on the shoulder and say, "Of course not."
He rolls the inter check to you guys. But yeah, you're like okay.
I was
okay.
just trying to mess with him a bit.
Oh. So you know the Bloody Fist? It's a bit. It's still in Dockport, but a bit up north.
Bloody
If
fist.
if you go around the back and ask for me, and say it's for a special event, then you're in. And you can see there how you want to, if you want to. But if you want to join, please let me know, because then I update the roster a bit. So you're joining, right, Sean?
Yeah. I just wanted to check
Awesome.
with these two if they wanted to do a group battle as well, but I think Dahlia is kind of chicken.
Is it
Hey.
to the death or are there
Don't get wounded, it's pretty hurt, but we have ways to we can't have people dying all the time, if you know what I mean, because too many questions. So we have personnel on hand, so just like the field of Triumph, but maybe less fancy. We do it our way, but nobody dies in our arena. Well, not always. There's always accidents. People get high strung a bit, and I I have to say, not all our contestants are human in the sense that so some of them get really aggravated. I saw this
But
bugbear and this owlbear go to town on one guy once. Oh man, he can't.
You had the bugbear finally fight an owlbear? That must
Yeah.
have been quite a spectacle.
That was amazing. That was one of the best nights ever.
Wow.
what would let's say I were to join my friend just for the hell of it? What would the prize be? Win or lose?
You get the percentage of the betting. But you can say it rakes you in anywhere from 10 gold to 30 gold for a night. Couple of fights should be alright.
Not bad.
Oh, depends on. Oh.
Might be interesting just to try a single team battle.
Okay. So, well, okay. So let's see 2 days. So I'll put you on the roster. You'll see how many show up. I'll try to adjust your competition a bit depending on how you show up. But I'm expecting at least 2 of you guys. Or are you also already in, Mr. Thales? Or are you thinking a bit about it?
Well, I know what you tried to do there, by the way, Sean. I don't think you're gonna trick me that easily, but I'll sleep on it. To be honest, for 10 goals, risking my life, well, it's a lot of money, but doesn't seem wise.
Like you said, they got healers. We're fine.
I just grunt and reluctantly don't answer.
I'll make sure I have a healing potion at the end as well. If you do die, I'll be there for you.
So I put you down for
Picked
3
up some
and
new tricks as well.
put you down for 3 and we'll see. I'll put you either be a tough battle or a very tough battle. So
That's fine.
cool. Hi, nice for you guys on board. Always looking for new fresh blood to spill. And he takes a big sip of it. You see it slushing from his mouth and dripping on his brownish overgarment. Maybe it was a colorless once, but it's now all brownish. It's
That's yummy.
Yeah.
And,
Looking forward for some new competition.
You're in for a treat.
Maybe just in case, just out of curiosity, I assuming betting against ourselves would classify it as illegal, but would we be allowed to bet on ourselves?
Hey man, rules are rules. You can do whatever there are no rules. You can do whatever you want. You can bet against yourself for yourself. But let's put it this way: our clientele is also part of the fighters that are fighting. So if we feel that there is some dishonesty going on, then maybe the heels are not there. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
course.
So.
Would feel safe. Nice.
Yeah, so I put it on the map for you guys. The Bloody Fist. So you know where it is. Huh?
See you in 2 days then.
Today's.
Well,
Nice to
stop
meet you,
and,
man.
Okay.
Yep. You're staying there to drink, or?
I'll just say so.
We
Go get
uh,
something.
go someplace where the the beer doesn't taste like cleaning
This-
water.
Oh, you should look for the kid you send off. See if he comes back. But for all I care, we can wait outside of this place. I don't like it.
And actually,
Water in the puddles outside probably tastes more like beer than this.
Well, this all tastes better, and I just take my own water skin, put it back.
Like you.
I'm gonna walk
water
out,
skin.
just stand outside and drink from my water skin.
and actually, before you walk out, this Goliath walks in. Whoa! There's an Andre here. Some little is there? It's like you like.
I'll try like really like. Yeah.
You scrawny man, are you Andre?
Who are you calling scrawny, you big oomph?
Yeah, that's him. The scrawny
There's a
one,
kid
that's
outside.
him.
There's a kid. Your kid's outside. Go talk to him. And
Ah.
he walks to the bar and
I'll toss him a silver as he walks by. Thank you.
meh. Pockets of silver.
Merr.
Okay, not impressed by the slightest.
But does take it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's free money, man.
Someone gives you 10
Actually,
bucks
at
because
the
you had a
moment you
message.
get, it puts it on the bar and usually let's give me the good stuff and the good stuff and starts rummaging around the bar and comes pick up some less. Well, most of the liquid here is very dark and non-transparent, and this one actually has some color to it. It's like, oh, could be reasonable wine. I don't know. It's something that's. And he starts drinking it from the bottle, like. Oh. and you go outside, and the urchins are like, I delivered the message, but he didn't give me any message back.
All right.
He-
No worries. Just to let him know. Here, as promised. And toss him the
okay.
last.
You
Thank
are
you.
really trusting, aren't you? So, little one. You delivered the message, but got no message. Who did you deliver the message to?
Make an intimidation check with advantage.
We are armed and actually showing weapons for once. 11.
Oh, he's
That's
seen rougher.
investigation.
Oh,
Oh, that's investigation. Oh, yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, it would have been even worse because my intimidation is -1. Oh, they're
okay.
perfect.
Yeah, so he's like, okay, sure. Yeah, I went to the ship and I gave it to guy said it is for George, and he gave it to
What
me.
did the
and,
guy look like?
Yeah, I waited for 5 minutes and.
What did the
yeah,
guy look
nobody
like
came.
you gave it to?
He had a beard.
Oh, okay. You know he's lying, right?
Checks out.
Can I
Probably.
do an inside check?
Yeah, you can make it as a check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
Well,
look at
you still have the
Andre
beard.
and say, you know he's lying, right? I have no idea if he's lying or not.
Yeah, no. Like, I delivered the message, sure.
I think it's alright. In any case. Thanks, kid.
Like C minus.
Even if he didn't, for a couple.
Minimal effort. Yeah. So and the kid's out of there the moment you give him the remaining coppers. And,
So,
Oh.
are we gonna wait here? Or we're gonna just go to his boat, claim our 50 gold and be done with this?
well, you could give you the 50 gold the moment he had the handkerchief, right? So you don't know if he has it yet.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
But
true.
you can go to the boat. You can still go to the boat, but.
shall we see if we can find a slightly less shitty bar?
Well, we're building one.
Yeah. At a dock
But that's
port.
the other side of town.
License and actually supplies.
Now, we could actually check out this bloody fist bar. See what's going on there.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, We are
Can't
walking
really be
into
worse
Fight Club, so we might want to make sure we know our way out.
Can't read
Not bad.
the Skewered Dragon, so sure, let's have a look at the fist.
Right? So you walk outside the Skewered Dragon, and they're already lighting the lanterns in the street. Some of them are magical, some of them are being lit by hands. You walk a bit more north over Snail Street, and it's a pretty wide street. There's still a lot of people out in the city, and you arrive at the Bloody Fist, and yeah, you see this giant fist smeared with blood as a symbol, and it says the Bloody Fist, and a bar.
Bit on the nose, isn't it?
Yeah, the bloody fist on the nose. That's what it's about.
There's nothing
Like,
subtle about the
us-
Dogwart.
Exactly.
It's the same if we hung like the head of a troll above.
Yeah.
It's a bit redundant, isn't it?
I'm just gonna like try to see if there's windows, if there's a back door, if there's
Yeah, and actually, it's a bit bigger bar than the Skewered Dragon. There's just people are drinking in there. It's still pretty tough crowd, but it seems a bit better than the Skewered Dragon was with the were windows cracked and paints, and it was very shabby. Bloody Fist is a bit better. Not much, but.
like if I go outside, are there any alleys or is there a back entrance or exit or?
Yeah, if you
We have to
go,
up behind the back.
yeah, if you see behind the back, and actually there you see a gate at the back entrance, but there's this other fence which is closed, so you either have to climb over it or break into it to see to get to the other to the back entrance, but there's nothing. So what's happening? Other
There's a party somewhere.
yeah, yep, but no, totally not. But you see the back alley, and you see the door, which is probably where you have to be there into this, but it's nothing happening right there right now. Today.
We'll,
At least
start
we
walking
know,
towards the door.
What you're getting yourselves into.
Yeah. Want to check inside? See if they have any decent drinks.
Nah. Are we gonna get drinks? Sounds fine to me. And I take a big
That's good,
swig
right?
out of my water flask again.
Nothing else. The first round is on me.
Yeah, what's the
Like
plan here?
casino.
We're just gonna drink and then go to the boat, or
Or
Yeah,
cool.
maybe. I think
or
we're
drink
just
and
gonna
drink
wait
some
for-
more.
Some enough is needed.
I just want to know if I still need to be able to do something tonight, or if I can drink till I can barely walk.
Have one or two drinks.
Yeah.
All right, I'll make sure I won't drink too much. I'll walk in.
It'll be hard.
Yeah,
to
hey.
keep, but all right.
You walk in, and there's actually some. It's actually it's like folksy, cozy. There's music being played by a local bard, and he is playing on his lute, and somebody assisting him with some other instruments as well. But yeah, and people are drinking, and still a rough crowd. But he's more like a hardy sailors you see here from predominantly.
Gonna walk up to the bar and order 3 drinks and food.
Welcome.
Hungry.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm just looking for 3 ales. And what do you have to serve for food? Do you serve food?
we have stew on the menu today. And
Is
tomorrow.
stew any good? Would you eat it yourself?
It's the only thing we eat here.
Yeah, sure. That works.
Yeah, and you see the patrons like this half-orc, grumpy guy, but he's okay. and he snaps his finger, and a local bar bench takes your order and goes to the back and gets your food and drinks. So I don't know, subtract a couple of silver for one silver for the meal and drinks. So,
Pay for that, and then find the table if there's any. Listen to the music, drink.
yeah, you have to scoot in a bit, but there's a place where you can sit fairly together. But you're probably also touching somebody else who's sitting. Is one of those booths where you share it a bit with other people. But, so it's not totally private.
So Sean, what do you have a stage name?
Not yet. Trying for now, they keep calling me the baker.
Baker.
Yeah.
Ah.
Not really, you know. But
The baker dough.
yeah, exactly. So I need to work on that, but
It's like underselling it.
it's fine.
It's like the
Yeah.
baker, and then just the baker? Isn't it like the butcher? No, it's the baker. You have to fear the baker. The butcher is just all talk.
Fair enough.
I like that. Yeah.
Never thought of it like that, but
Well,
keep it.
besides, who wants to get their ass kicked by the baker? That's humiliating.
Also a good point.
It's
Imagine that, the baker beating the golden lion.
yeah. Well, to be honest, I mean, maybe we still wanna call you the Manticore Slayer, or we have proof soon to be hanging above our hearth. So
I take out the four Manticore darts. Like,
yeah. So
Yeah, there's options.
cool. It's been a while since I just could relax, drink, not care about money.
Feels good, right?
Yeah, it really does.
Just being able to order a drink without thinking about maybe not having money for breakfast in the morning.
Yeah, it's addictive, this lifestyle.
Yeah. You know, 10 gold buys a lot of drinks. Eh?
Yeah, I bet. I mean,
live well for a month on 10 gold.
well, that's definitely true. I guess we have, well, we have enough money to start thinking about renovating our top floor as well. Because my room has more holes than solid boards in the floor.
It's overrated.
Well, yeah, the floor is, but I'd like a bed. I mean, I've never really had a super nice bed, but it's what all the fancy people do, right?
Yeah, so I've heard.
Like the bed with columns and stuff.
Yeah.
Why? What's the point of columns on your bed? I never got that, but you know, looks impressive.
Yeah.
For the manticles.
I've always heard that they had their own drapes for the bed. Not even in front of the windows, but just around the bed. I mean, that just sounds like a lot of work to keep that clean.
You never get rich people.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
I'll
that's,
never be like that.
I mean, to be fair, they don't have to clean it, so it's not really something they think about, probably.
Yeah, well. Yeah, we're not that rich, though. I mean,
Nah, not yet.
ah,
Something to dream for.
that's a good way of thinking about it.
I mean, if we keep up this pace.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess I make more money in a week than I normally do in a year, so we keep this up, who knows where we'll end up.
I mean, to be honest, I mean, it's a far too fun toy, but and he kind of takes out the wand of magic missiles. I think this is like a small house on itself, but
Probably.
It is pretty cool.
By the way, Andre, I don't really know much about you. Where did you grow up? Where did you meet Sean?
Well, grew up in a small village outside of Waterdeep, and became an orphan. And Sean's granddad took me in.
Condolences. Oh, you trained with him?
Yeah,
Ah.
trained a bit with Andre or with Sean as well.
Ah, that explains why you want to fight in the arena as well.
Yeah, never done it before. Never been my thing. But Sean is rubbing off a bit on me. So. No, my old man used to be a hunter, and he taught me the bow. But yeah, my skills with the blades is definitely from Grandad Doe. Of course, forgot his name.
Oh. I'm sure Sean told me 100 times and I keep forgetting it as well, so don't feel too embarrassed.
I think Sean just doesn't OP. What was it?
Your father was a hunter, huh? Did you live in... Then you're not really from Waterdeep. I mean...
Not born, no. But lived most of my life here.
Oh. Interesting. Yeah, I lived most of my life here as well. But then again, I was born here. I'll probably die here. I mean... World's a scary place, at least this one I know.
Stick to what you know. What about you? You've always been a baker. A baker family.
Yeah. My family were bakers and then we fell upon hard times and, well... I decided to set off on my own and, see how far I'd get.
Yeah.
And then, well... Sure, I, tried some odd jobs, but eventually ran into Sean. I remembered, actually, that, there was a bakery, and his father has quite the reputation of helping people who fell on hard times. It seemed like a good fit. I mean, I knew the craft. And he, well, I'm sure he was willing to take me in anyway. But as a baker, he gave me a job, and that's what I've been doing the last months.
Nice.
But,
It's
yeah.
a nice family.
I don't really like
You
to
do
talk
are.
about what happened before that. It's not happy memories.
No, I think that's the way for a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, you know, it happens. We move
Well,
on.
Sean's granddad that introduced me to Sori. And got me started in the Bounty Hunters Guild.
Huh. Yeah, I was never really introduced to swords. I just sort of, well, at some point felt the need to carry one with me and practiced a bit on my own.
Yeah.
I mean,
But did you ever meet Sean's granddad?
can't say that I have.
He was an old, tough, leathery old bastard. Nah, he was fantastic. He used to be in the City Watch, and he was trying to introduce me to the City Watch, but well, the politics and inaction of the City Watch didn't always agree with me, so we sort of figured that the Bounty Hunters Guild might be a better fit for me. Yeah, it's been there for a while now.
What is it like to be a bounty hunter? Do
Absolutely.
you kill people, or what do you do?
Not since I met you guys, actually. Never, well, had a few run-ins where I had to defend myself, but mainly, I haven't been with the bounty hunter skill for that long, so it's mainly people running away from fines, or sometimes an escaped convict or two if the city watch is not up for it. But rarely the dead or alive type of thing. It's more alive.
So you're more of a well-paid guard. Well, that's not really guard then. Investigator.
Yeah. Most of the missions that I've been informed about and taken place in have been, yeah, people running away from fines, people hiding, people who also not always from the city watch. Also, sometimes you have certain families that come by and want to either have a chat with someone in particular, or someone ran off to find them. Those kind of things. Sometimes it is some of the religious orders that has the people of interest or situations that need to get handled, which on occasion can grant you a favor, even though mine sort of backfired a bit on, on all of us by the looks of it.
What do you mean? Well, I guess Folo was a weird fella to get a job from.
Yeah. Well, that is also new, because it wasn't technically a job. It was more of a favor that was asked
Ah. Okay.
by Captain Sword.
Oh. Fair
And
enough.
yeah, it turned out, at least so far, turned out well enough.
Sounds like you lived a more interesting life than as a baker's apprentice.
A bit more action on occasion, I would think.
Yeah.
Not any personal experience, of course.
Nice.
Where did Sean go? He would like this song.
And
There's a new board.
yeah, as you're talking to each other, and all of a sudden on this stage walks this. You know, you didn't notice it, but there's a mumbling from the people that are playing on the stage to the little troupe, and all this flamboyant person. It's hard to really denominate. Comes on stage and starts singing about the Baker Gladiator, and it's like.
That's a
An epic telling story, singing like the bards of yesteryear, and he was the baker, and he entered the field, and he defeated all his enemies, and it's very prosaic, and the bard can make a performance check, by the way, and Thalius, you get a sense that. It's like
This is too much of a
best-
coincidence.
yeah, it's like Sean's gone, and you've seen him play this trick before, and
Probably not
he's
the first
capable of not the first time, and Andre, you were surprised, like holy shit, well, you're smart enough from yourself. It's like that's
Weird coincidence.
You're not suggesting that he is Sean, but you're more like, oh, that's very curious that all of a sudden this baker is getting sung by, and not that good. It's okay, but you actually like the previous band better. That was actually more on tune. Like, yeah, but you keep listening. And, yeah, it's I'm very very detailed about all the latest adventures, and actually, as it goes on, you hear some stories of how it fought a mind flayer and sliced off his heads and stewed it, and things are getting very close to home. And the blind tiefling girl, and it ends with a blind tiefling girl that gets rescued by this gladiator, and it's like, yeah, no, this is too recent. And everybody's like, yeah, okay, yeah, it's good, but well, the moment it ends, the annoyed troop is like, what, man, we're playing here, and
When the song ends, I just raise my glass and stand up and say, to the baker, the most famous gladiator of them all. And I just take a big
baker!
swig and I sit down again.
you want to
Just
keep
takes
going,
deep-
Sean, or
Yeah, just takes a deep bow. Yeah. Just kind of bows, takes off he's got his like head with a feather on, of course. Takes that off and he doesn't really suggest people would go in, but he does keep it in front of him as he walks back towards the bathroom.
and actually, people did appreciate the story. So yeah, I think all in all, you rake in like 12 coppers. People, they're not very generous, but it's like, yeah, okay, yeah. So there's they're not used to this. Normally, it's supply paid act. They pay for.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah, you should have rolled higher for better.
no, and it's mostly just getting the name up for him. So it's a trick he does to get his name around.
Awesome.
During our discussions, I would have called his granddad Paul Hammerdew. I just needed to find
Yeah.
story.
That's
Deep dive into the lore.
so many.
And all
years
that. The band at the States, do they have like a tip thing, or do they just get paid for?
I think they are hired by the bar, but you see some at the end of some songs. They see some patrons giving them throwing some coppers on stage, but it's not a generous crowd. It's more like, yeah.
I'll take the 12 coppers I got and hand them to them. Sorry for interrupting. I felt the spirit coming to sing a song. Sorry.
Okay. Well, don't feel the spirit again, okay?
I'll take my leave.
Yeah, and the elfish fellow that was playing, you see, he needs. He starts off with a few false notes because he's a bit out of the field. Like, what? Like, what? And actually, you see him. Like he noticed that he was catching on, so he tries to put the gladiator baker in the song, see if it. Apparently, it hits some notes with people in the bar, like, and he changed some guy in his story to a baker gladiator. So it's spreading already, man.
Running around. Good. I'll go back to the bathroom, change, and join my friends.
Awesome. Changing.
Are you
Awesome.
leaving to change or changing on the way to the table?
Cool.
Leaving to change and then.
Such words. Awesome. Very nice.
Hey, Sean, you just missed. There was like this weird performer. And it was really weird. It was like he was singing about you and the story you said when you were at the mountain about the manticore, and it's like they were even singing about like the girl like a couple of hours ago. Really weird.
Yeah, he must be getting famous already.
Yeah, that's quite a coincidence. Maybe.
Well, let's drink to your future fame
It's
then.
not actually not super bright, so that makes perfect sense.
Well, let's hope the song catches on.
Sure it will. After him, there will be many more to follow.
Maybe someone's working on that, and I kind of wink towards Elias.
I'm sorry. Did you actually have a song prepared, Tino? Or
No.
okay.
Like I said, it's more. It's a song that's already been. I mean, Sean isn't a bard himself, so he just changes up songs and
Just change the name.
changes a few names, a few of the lines to fit his own story.
It makes sense to use like the melody and the rhythm of the famous hits, and then put it
exactly. So, but,
like the Gudesco from
Pick up a boat.
yeah.
Darius. Radiator Baker. Awesome. Very nice. So
Right.
it's getting later and later in the evening.
Yeah. So, Andre, you know this fellow best. What should we do? Should we just wait for this guy to send us a message? Should we go to him in the morning?
I actually don't recall what the steps were after we dropped off the handkerchief. I know we agreed that we could be there when he handed the handkerchief back.
Yeah.
But
So I've assumed that he
details
would,
in between.
Well, he said for the first offer was, if you recall from last session, he said who he would contact. So when he got the handkerchief, he would pay you. I didn't say how or when, but you would assume is after he got the handkerchief. How he got the handkerchief, that's up to him. Yeah? You know, you were not the only one who tested, apparently. And when he offered the that you be part of him exposing it, he said that, yeah, but he didn't give any time, place, date, whatever. So
I guess it's time.
you
to
just know.
go home.
So for your information, your job is finished, but you can do whatever you want. But you would know that in the evening. The ships that are moored they remove the walking planks. So his ship where he's staying is in the middle of the harbor. So when you were so normally if you were to go see him, you would have his personnel ask and they row you over to his ship. But in the evening it's harder unless there was some special circumstance. But you could still try to do it.
I'm sure he'll summon us when he has the time.
Honestly, a couple hours ago I would have really wanted a bed, but a bedroll seems fine at this point. I think I'm getting pretty drunk here.
Head back to the manor. Sleep it off.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Good idea.
So you're taking the shuttle bus back to the manor?
Still there, I'll
Yes.
gladly pay the silver.
Another silver, and I guess our daily allowance or daily lifestyle.
Yeah, so you arrive back at Tosco Manor and you see a lot. So very heavy on the construction, the lower floors. You see it's cordoned off with some ropes, so you know people don't go in there. But it would be very breezy if you were to sleep on the lower floors right now. But the upper floors are okay, of course. Yeah.
Any new messages on the mirrors?
No, actually, the mirror is actually clean, but you didn't clean it yourself. But maybe somebody of the crew did it. But yeah.
I do see my reflection in the mirror.
Yeah, that's if you. It's well. Sorry about that. So you see a reflection, but maybe you should clean the mirror at some point. But yeah.
Well, good night.
But again, you can see it from the street a bit. But if you want to go into the mansion, that's on the ground floor. But otherwise, you have to cross over some ropes that were put there to just make sure that nobody walks in.
Head around and head upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Also, just go to sleep. Find my room.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and everybody you, something about what the girl says keeps in your mind, mulling over, but in the end, you fall asleep and you all have a long rest, and you wake up the next morning refreshed, and actually you're waken up by the sound of construction happening downstairs. Somebody putting in some nails in the wood beams.
So,
Right, Jarl,
are we making another deposit, or are we taking a chance and saving some money for betting for tomorrow?
well,
That's a good question.
we could deposit the gem money that I have.
Hmm.
So let's,
We still have a lot of time to deposit the money, though.
Yeah, for your information,
Mm.
this is the third day of construction starts now.
So we have another 4 days at least before they're done. So,
and I mean, how much did we need to pay?
depends on how much we want him to renovate. I think we paid him like 500. Well, actually, we do need like another 500 gold for him to fix up the rest of the place.
Yeah, we paid 500 gold, and it
Yeah.
was 1,000 to fix the
All right, that's
Yeah.
for the whole building.
So,
Not just-
I mean, unless you think we can actually earn another, say,
Oh.
400 gold, we might want to just bet it and see if we can increase it that way.
So what you dealt was the entire thing with basic furniture was 1,200, 1,000 for the entire woodwork and construction and plumbing of your house and everything, and you paid 500 to do some of the furniture downstairs, barely basic, but also the woodwork on the bottom floor and the outside. So if you want to also finish up the inn with some beds, it needs at least another 700. But you can also splurge if you get more money on fancy furniture.
So, we need more money. I don't know. I don't really like betting money on fights, but well, let's see. You might want to have a look.
Yeah, I have faith in our abilities. I would say more. I would call it an investment more than a bet.
yeah,
Maybe.
a
I got-
solid investment even.
I got about 100 gold.
But,
Well, I have about 60, but that's all I have.
well, like I said, I got the shared funds of 200 gold with me in gems. Another 90, 95 from the same.
Yeah.
We can-
Well, plus the 50 that we're gonna get. We're getting there then.
Yeah. Getting to a nice amount.
keep the gems in reserve. Use it for down payment.
Yeah, I'm just
Bet a bit on our
wondering.
fight.
I don't know where our next payday is going to come from. Like, we got another 50 from the job we did, but that's why I suggested maybe betting it.
Yeah, but we're gonna get paid for the fight.
Yeah, is that going to be much?
What, like 10 gold, right? Piece or something. Or one fight was 10
10,
gold.
10,
So.
10 to 30.
Yeah,
Depending on the fights and the amount, and yeah.
that's not.
I mean, that's not nothing, but
Well, yeah, it's a nice payout, but.
well,
Couple of months
Yeah.
worth of wages.
let's see how days go. We have some time, and if need be, we can always deposit the 200 golden gems and,
Yeah.
as a second down payment.
Maybe betting 200 gold on a fight is also quite a lot of money.
Yeah, I don't know if they have a maximum for bets.
It'll
Not
depend on the odds
Yeah,
they
you
give us.
also,
Yeah, awesome.
can also do the 100 gold that I have. We want to keep the rest in reserve.
Yeah, I have some as well, so we'll see.
But anyway,
What do we want to do?
get note from Captain Thorn.
Yeah.
We'll get our money. Maybe another assignment if we're lucky. And we'll go past the fighting pit.
We have no
Make it
plans.
from there.
I want to do some shopping this morning.
Alright.
Sounds good. The
Right.
fight was in
Yeah.
2 days, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so it would be tomorrow, since
Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow
or
evening.
tomorrow night. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm actually,
Yeah, and
We have some time.
pretty rainy today. So after the past few days, you thought, oh, the summer's maybe coming early, but now it's foggy and rainy, very grayish outside. Yeah.
oh,
I can try and swing by the docks, see if the captain is ready to see us, or shall we just wait for his summon? I'm not used to working that closely with him, so I don't know what would be the
well,
proper
I
way.
don't like waiting. But, I think we did his
Curious
job.
if
We
this
should just.
could already lead to a second job. So
That's a good point. We should just go over to his boat.
we
Oh.
can all go. Sean,
Or
you
ask
wanna
one
go?
of his men. Yes.
Yeah, well, we'll have to go there anyway.
What do you want to buy, guys?
I was wondering if I could, I don't know, see if they could find someone who could fashion me some better armor. And, that would also be the majority of my funds probably to pay for it. I'm not sure how long it would take them to make it. So I figured I could put in the order and maybe pick it up later.
We have the blacksmith around the corner.
Yeah.
The
Well,
armor you're looking for.
I don't really like metal armor. I mean, it's sort of restricting. So I'm just like looking for something leather, maybe. Something slightly better than what I have, but not sure.
Well, I mean, gonna check. You're pretty regular sized, so maybe they have it on.
Something with studs.
size.
Something on hand. Who knows? It's
I can spot you if you actually.
Yeah, of course.
we'll see. But I appreciate the offer.
You would know that if you're just looking for ordinary leather armor and studded or whatever, there are plenty of stores in Waterdeep that sell you exactly that in all kind of varieties and symbolism. But if you want to have like special insignias on it or colors, or then it might be a custom job. But otherwise, you can pick one up for the price. You can find the player's handbook. So
Yeah. So I'm gonna probably hold on. Continue. I have to
continue.
figure
Trading
out
your
if I
old
want
armor
like a
for
special one or a regular one. Which,
yeah, special ones are going to be harder to find.
yeah, like
you
special
would-
colors, not special as in magical.
Oh, okay, not plus ones or okay.
Just
Plus 3. Okay. Also pretty
Not
expensive.
magic kind of special.
yeah.
Okay, no problem. Yeah. So you go back to the docks.
Yeah.
All of you, or just okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, taking the stagecoach again to the
Yeah.
docks.
Yeah.
So,
Big
yeah.
spenders.
You subtracted your daily dues, right? So from
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, you arrive at the docks and first I see maybe Talis and Sean, and they're like the people on the docks are a bit apprehensive, but then they see you, Andre, and it's like, oh yeah, okay. And without the problem, you can get on boats to the eye catcher, and yeah, let's see this. And